Good morning, everyone. We are continuing here in the words of Rav Wolbe as he uses the Sefer of Shir Hashirim, the Song of Songs, to describe to us the tremendous love that exists eternally between Klal Yisrael and our Father in heaven, and a lot has to do with our precious days right before Yom Kippur. HaPasuk Metayah Matzav Zeh, a verse that I'm going to quote right now, is going to illustrate this point. Hagidali she'ahava nafshi. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says to the Jewish people, Ata achoshuk she'nafshi oheves oischa. You have a strong desire that I should love you, says Hashem. Eicha tire eicha tarbitz b'tzarayim hodi'ani mikoimcha v'ovayani elecha. Tell me where you are. Tell me that you're waiting for me. Let me know that you want me to come to you. And I will come towards you. So Klal Yisrael, HaKadosh Baruch Hu answers back, he tells Klal Yisrael, if you will go in the ways of your forefathers, you will follow in the paths of purity and simplicity, then certainly I will come towards you with the vuke elai, and you will be close, you will cling to me. Klal Yisrael wants to be close to Hashem. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives them the advice of how to do it. Go simply in the ways of the forefathers who preceded you, who knew the importance of the relationship with Hashem, and then I will take care of you. Shlomo HaMelech mitayim matzavi kiruv u'matzavi richuk ben HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'Klal Yisrael. Shlomo HaMelech, King Solomon, who wrote Shir Hashirim, if you look throughout the entire book, you'll see that he depicts the situations in history where we're close to Hashem, and he depicts those times when we are distant from Hashem. These situations, these relationships between us and Hashem are going to last until Mashiach will come. And here is a very important point. It is choshev, it is good for a person to know, it's important for a person to know that even at the times when physically we are misrachakim, we are distant from Hashem, even when we are spiritually distant and far away from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Adayin kayemes ba'omek nafshay ahava v'kirva el habari yisbarach. Even at those times, you should know that deep down in your nefesh, in your soul, there remains an ahava, a love, and a kirva, a closeness to the Creator of the universe. El shalei tamid hi morgeshes al panei hashetach. However, we don't always feel these emotions and this connection on the outside, so to speak. We're not always aware of what's going on, but this is what our sages tell us is called the pintel yid, the spark of a Jew that lays buried underneath all of the layers of the mechitzah, of the barriers that have built up over the years. And even when we seem to be so far and so distant, a person should never give up hope. There, buried inside of him like a pearl that's at the bottom of the sea, is this beautiful neshama that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has given them. And so too, during these times of the year, right before Yom Kippur is going to come, maybe we sinned a lot. Maybe we did many things that we're not proud of. We did disappointing things in the eyes of HaKadosh Baruch Hu that brought us so far from Hashem. Could all be true. But let us not forget that inside the heart and the nefesh and the soul of each and every one of us is a burning desire to be someone that is beloved by Hashem, and someone that expresses their love to Hashem, and that we should have his karvus, we should be close to Hashem. Yeshna taifa yadua etzel koifim gedolim, says Rav Wolbe. There's a very well-known, interesting fact that we find often by koifim gedolim, people that are the biggest deniers of Judaism. Shelefamim b'neihem chayzim b'tshuva. Sometimes we find that their own children, the man who said that Torah is a joke and that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not here, God forbid, all these things, his own son becomes a Baal Tshuva, he becomes a religious Jew. The reason is because while the father is fighting vigilantly against the Torah, something pure inside their heart awakens, and either this person who fought so hard against Yiddishkeit, or even their children, is going to come back to Hashem. This is the power in the neshama. The neshama always wants to come back to its source. That's the Ribbono Shel Olam. May we be zeichet during these last days of Asiyas Yemei Tshuva, coming into Yom Kippur, that we find the awakening in our soul, that whatever it's buried under, as of right now, we begin to emerge as a loving, caring neshama that wants to be close to Avinu Shebashamayim, to our Father in heaven. Wishing everyone a wonderful day.